The most spectacular example of computer hacking in New Zealand has taken place at a central city computer consulting firm. It's here that a team of young programmers provide a variety of services for southern businesses. And Managing Director Mr. Mike Brown isn't too happy at the publicity one of his staff is attracting through a possibly highly illegal procedure.
I don't really want anything to do with it. If you want to take your shots, then as long as it's in the lunch hour, that's fine. He doesn't do any sort of hacking during work time. You know, I wouldn't stand for it. But what he does in his own time, that's up to him.
For over 3 months, Grant, who didn't want to be identified visually, has been working on access to the computer at the Mount John Observatory in mid-Canterbury. First identifying what's called the procedural standard codes to get into the computer's low-level operations, and then trying to unravel the passwords which open up stored intelligence data. The passwords are changed daily, and over the months Grant noticed that they seemed to be following a geographical pattern of New Zealand place names. Today, after trying 30 or so, he got lucky.
You're into Mount John?
That's right.
Well done. How did you do it?
I was just trying the local place names and I come up with Tekapo, which is actually where it is.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So a Dunedin computer hacker had gained access to the US military's computer network. But what could he find out? Today, Grant tried, unsuccessfully, for a break into Australia's Pine Gap installation, but eventually found the password procedure too complicated. Access denied. About 6 weeks ago, though, Grant had a lucky break. He managed to get partway into the computer data store at Hawaii's Pearl Harbor, a major US base. At Pearl, the recent passwords have been American historical figures, in particular US presidents.
So Pearl Harbor assumes that you're a part of the Mount John Observatory setup, so there's no real problem getting in as long as you know the password.
That's right.
Because you're supposed to be the operator.
Yes.
Grant and I went through quite a few American presidents, and then we hit the jackpot.
Oh, wonderful.
No, believe it. Are you in?
Yeah, that's it.
It's as easy as that, to get into Pearl Harbor. Amazing. I guess this wouldn't give you access to any real top secret stuff, though, would it?
Hang on, I'll call up a menu for you.
A menu, that's what you look at to find out what's available?
That's right, yeah. Well, this is stuff that I've available to me at the moment.
Okay.
From the category Navy Defence Stats, we decided to seek one item of particular interest.
Of course, the one we talked about before was the ship that was going to come to New Zealand, the USS Buchanan.
Right.
Buchanan.
There we are, that's it.
And up it came, a whole wealth of data, statistics on the crew, a category called Defence Stats, which turned out to be in code and completely unintelligible, and under weaponry came this information.
That's nuclear. They're nuclear missiles. And so are those MIRV ones down the bottom. So it is carrying nuclear missiles.
Hang on, we'll just rip up.
Can we have a closer look at that? 16 Tomahawk, 24 Sea Dart. I don't know if they're nuclear or not. And two, couldn't it? Oh, it's amazing. So, in fact, what you found out is what everybody in New Zealand was wondering.
That's right.
What the USS Buchanan was carrying. It's as easy as that.
That's right.
Well, it took you a few months, but you're in.
It's taken 3.5 months to get this
But you're in and we found out. What else can we find out about the Buchanan?
Propulsion.
Well, how about propulsion, whether it's nuclear propelled or not?
Okay, fine.
Classified. What's...
RINAT system.
I don't suppose you know what a RINAT system is?
Code
Experimental, it says.
Codename Latex.
Trial successful. Can we find out anything else about the system?